Good morning from Ho Chi Minh City here in Vietnam. So last night we crossed the border from Cambodia. Today is our first day here, so we don't actually have anything planned. We've sat down, had our morning coffee as per usual, and we're just going to hit the streets. We're just going to go explore. We've got nothing planned, which is quite unusual. Usually we do have a bit of a list we want to get through, but today we don't do it.
No, we're just going to walk the streets.
We're going to walk the streets and we're going to take you guys with us. So we're just going for a stroll down the road and we've walked past markets and we've just given it a quick Google and it's called Bintan Markets?
Bintan Market.
Bintan Market. So we're going to head on in, see whether it's any good or not. Let's go. We've been walking around these markets for about 15-20 minutes now, and so far we like what we see. You know, this place has a nice vibe. It's got a bit of everything here, and on top of that as well, you know, it's got all your food stalls, and it does have a lot, which I've noticed, a lot of teas and coffees compared to a lot of the other markets.
Which is good because we love our coffee, but we did actually notice that they're selling a type of coffee called the weasel coffee. And we just had to Google what that meant, and apparently it's like an animal called the civet, and they feed it these coffee cherries, and the animal like digests it, and when it comes out they continue the coffee process, which is
strange,
interesting, but yeah, very interesting. Not sure if we'll taste it, but I think on top of the on top of the coffee and tea stalls, there's a lot of like souvenirs here as well. There's a lot to offer.
Yeah, definitely. It's extremely hot in here though. You can probably see it. My face is shining. I'm sweating. So what we're going to do is we're going to walk around for a little bit longer, and then we'll probably leave and just keep walking down the street and seeing what else we can find.
So we're on our way to check out what's called the Cafe Apartments, and I've heard some pretty cool things about this place. Apparently the building was built in the 1960s, and the apartments used to actually house the US military during the war, and then since that has obviously finished, they've been converted into these really cool cafes. So we're going to go check that out for lunch.
So we've been told the best way to go up this building is to take the stairs instead of taking the lift, because if you do take the stairs, at every level they've got a bunch of restaurants. So then you can check out the restaurants on that level. If there's nothing there that you like, you can go to the next level. So definitely take the stairs.
apartments were pretty cool. It actually reminded me a little bit of Japan in a way.
It did.
I don't know, but it was a very cool vibe and lots of little cafes and businesses to check out. We thought we were going to have lunch there, but we just ended up having just an iced coffee because we were pretty hot from walking up all the stairs. And then just a little bite to eat because I found a really cool place to have lunch. It's called Propaganda. So we're on our way now to check that place out.
The place has got some really, really good reviews as well. So we want to check this place out. So let's go. What a great lunch we just had. We just finished up with a restaurant called Propaganda Restaurant, and it was honestly so good.
It was tasty.
It really was. It had it's got all your basic and traditional Vietnamese dishes, but it had a bit of a modern twist to it. It cost us, we got, what did we get? We got
the rice paper rolls and just a banh mi.
That's right, and that cost us 250 dong, so it wasn't even that expensive. Now, what we're doing now is we're just walking up the road to Book Street. So we want to go check that one out because
it's just around the corner.
Just around the corner, we might as well. Good morning, guys. Now, actually, I think it's afternoon. Yeah, it's afternoon. Good afternoon. So, yesterday in the afternoon, you know, we were really tired. We'd done so much walking throughout the whole day. We walked all through the French district, and that was really cool because you can definitely see in the architecture the French influence, which I thought was very interesting. After that, you know, we were so tired, so we went back to the hotel. We watched a couple of movies, we caught up on some TV shows that we really liked, so we did that, and we had a bit of a sleep in this morning, but we're up and about now. We've got our coffee, and we've picked up a banh mi. So if you're aware, you know, these are so popular here in Vietnam. You can get them on every single corner, and this one was very popular. As we walked past the shop,
it's like a huge line, which is a good sign. And they're huge. The rolls are actually like bigger than what we've had over the last few days. You can actually add in your own like salad and stuff.
Put in your salad, which is really cool. Yeah, it looks
really good.
So we're going to finish this off. Now today we are going to go to the War Museum. Okay, so I always feel like if you're in a country like Vietnam, you know, especially with their history over the last 50 years with the Vietnam War, you've got to go to, you know, you've got to go see that history. You've got to go to the museums, and I'm really interested to see that war museum, just to see the history, to see, you know, what their people have been through, you know, especially in the 70s with the Vietnam War. So we're going to go do that.
It's almost like you're paying like your respects to what a country has gone through in such like a really terrible time. So it'll be pretty heavy, I think, but also definitely worth it.
Needs to be done.
Yeah.
And it's going to be interesting as well.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, so we're going to finish this up, then we're going to head off. Let's go.
So we just finished up with the Vietnam War Remnants Museum, and it was pretty heavy.
Yeah.
It really was. And just to think of what went on throughout the Vietnam War, throughout the 70s and 80s here, or 60s, 70s and 80s. I think it went for 13 years. And some of the things that were shown was truly horrendous. You know, a lot of it I didn't want to videotape. Look, I took some video of, you know, the warplanes, some of the guns and whatnot, but there's a lot of images there of massacres,
yeah,
essentially.
The effects of like Agent Orange and all that sort of thing. You just kind of need to take your own time to go through the museum and, yeah, almost pay your respects for what's going on.
Yeah, so I didn't want to take too much, you know, footage of it. They did have sections. Each level had its own section. You know, one was war crimes. Another section was Agent Orange. Agent Orange, if you don't know, was a chemical weapon. I think it was like a gas or something like that the US dropped on, you know, Vietnam villages and whatnot, and it caused a lot of, you know, mutilations, which is still happening to this day. It had a section on that, and, you know, a lot of their you know, guns and uniforms and stuff like that. So it was very heavy. If you are here, definitely take the time to go there, because I highly recommend, if you're going to be here in Vietnam, you want to see the history and you want to see, you know, where they've come from. What we're going to do now is there's a place that we've been going over the last 3 days. It was actually recommended to us by my beautiful mum in Australia. It's a coconut coffee. And essentially it's like a coconut cream / ice cream dipped in coffee. It's something like that. But look,
it's like a frappe, but it's, yeah,
it is
really
honestly
good.
the tastiest drink, and it can't be good for you.
No.
It can't, but look, we've had it every single day, and we're gonna have it again. And yeah. We're gonna walk there now, and we're gonna get one, and I'm gonna show you guys. Thank you. Thank you. So this is what Steph and I look forward to every single day. We get, it's called a coconut iced coffee, and honestly it's one of the tastiest things ever. Honestly, if you come here, pick it up. If you're going to take anything from this video today, grab one of these. It's so tasty and it's so refreshing, especially here in Vietnam. It's quite humid, it's a little bit hot, and it's just so good. Definitely pick it up. And make sure you get the spoon as well. Oh man, those iced coffees never get old. We've been having them for a couple of days now.
Yeah.
3 days non-stop, and I can't wait till we get another one, but we've promised each other we're not going to get another one until at least Hanoi. If you're looking to pick one up, where you can get them from Cong Cafe. Now that's with a C, C-O-N-G Cafe. They've got quite a few of their little cafes around the city, so just put it into Google Maps and to go to your closest one. It was quite cheap as well. I think it was 60 dong. Okay. Now tomorrow we are heading to Nha Trang. We're taking a sleeper bus, and it takes, I think, it's about 8.5 hours to get there. It's a sleeper bus, so we'll just pass out, so it'll go nice and quick. So the next video will be from Nha Trang. If you are enjoying these videos, remember to hit the subscribe button and the like button. See you next time.